so many engineers try to develop Android now in Japan, and government support them. I'd like to show you academic roadmap of Japanese engineers. This roadmap was established in three associations: the Robotics Society of Japan, and the Japanese Society for AI, and the Japan Ergonomics Society. And this roadmap was, of course, supported by METI, the Ministry of Economics, Trade, and Industry. So they say that they will realize self-reference or self-evaluation or self-restoration system, right? And they, of course, they try to realize cognitive development system as babies. So they think that robots, human being like experience to, let's say, grow robots as pet or their own children. And comprehension of human objective and intention. So maybe in the near future, robots have intersubjectivity with human being and autonomy. They think that they can realize development of robots' ability of self-decided action without outer command. So maybe they like to realize the machine Descartes. And brain-machine interface is, of course, important. Already, Japanese brain-machine interface technology can manipulate azimuth without handling, just using this device. And artificial body organs and wet robots. So their desire is intended to real human beings. And they wanted to realize community-assisted robots and intellectualized space. So in near future, all the artifacts will be robots. So of course, if we develop the robotics, social ethical programs will happen. So for example, ascription of responsibility, new type of private information, educational effect on people, or a state of robots in your society or human enhancement. This kind of argument is not, discussion is not mature now. So, yeah, for what purpose do they use for the robots? In fact, Japan has experience of economical success in 1970s and 1980s. And they developed industrial robots, and they have accumulation of basic technology of robotics. So they really want to use them. They don't want to eradicate such basic technology. And of course, they hope selling robots as selling automobile. So they really wanted a new reason. So for robots. In such a situation, they rush into healthcare field. Why? There's a big program, social program in Japan, falling birth rate and aging population. These are the near future events in Japan. 2020, half of female population will be more than 60 years old. 21, a lot of separated employee because there will be a lot of separated employee because of nursing care for their family. And 33% of population will be more than 65 years old. And 25, population shrinking will start even in Tokyo. And 26, the population of dementia will get over 10 million. And 27, blood for transfusion will be scarce, etc., etc. We have serious social problems. So maybe the workforce is necessary for caring in Japan. So this is very famous robotician Inoue Ross. So roboticians say that as younger people get their mobile freedom with having automobile, elder people will get their freedom of action with having human in domestic area. So as you see that there was two reasons why the roboticians rushed into healthcare field. One, economical problem of maintaining the basic technologies of robotics and evolving them. And second, the social problem of falling birth rate and aging population. These are the main reasons. So next, we're going to talk about sushi. By the way, do you like sushi? Maybe you like sushi. In near future, maybe you will come to Japan. I'd like to talk about Kanazawa, where I live. So here is Kanazawa, and this city is very famous in sushi. There is old castle in the center of the city, and especially in winter, the taste of fish is very good in the city. And near the castle ruin, you will find the oldest Shinto shrine, Ishiura Shrine in Kanazawa. And if you come to this shrine, you will find this one. What is this? This is sushi grave. So this is a monument for life, such as fish and shellfish and life. So in Kanazawa, there are so many sushi cookers, and once in a year, they gather in front of this monument and express their thankfulness for food, life. And also, you will find this one. What is this? This is knife grade. What is knife grade? So, cookers use this knife for long, and they feel the knife is companion of the cookers. So, they try to make funeral ceremony for knife. This is called monokyo or monosogi in Japan. And it's very general. This is monokyo for dolls. Dolls, funeral ceremony of dolls are very popular in Japan. However, after stopping producing the eyeball produced by Sony, after 2006, the Sony stops after service care. So the eyeball stopped. So many users get very feel sad. So they like to do funeral ceremony. So Japanese can see and feel souls for things as well as creatures. This is tradition. So what kind of tradition? this kind of mindset came from Shintoism. So Shintoism, what is Shintoism? That is traditional religion in Japan, and nobody knows when it started. The world view of Shintoism was first written in Kojiki, and the Kojiki was compiled in AD 712. And it's a kind of history book ranging from the beginning of the universe to the era of 33rd emperor. And what is the characteristic of Shintoism? That is psychomorphism. Not anthropomorphism, psychomorphism. So this is a very famous story in Kojiki. Two male and female gods made countries. But in fact, before the personal deity come into being, there is a long history of impersonal deity. So in Shintoism, God didn't make universe because the God is the spirit of the universe. So the universe spontaneously exists. And at the same time, the Amano Minakanushi, the first god, appeared. And this Amano Minakanushi verified the two competencies which were separated from the deity itself, and Takami Musubi and Kami Musubi. The force of expansion and the force of centering. These two conflicting forces gave dynamics in universe. And Takami Musubi create two kinds of souls, Aramitama and Kushimitama. Aramitama means the soul of courage, and Kushimitama means the soul of intelligence. And the Kami Musubi, the force of centering, made two kinds of souls, Nigimitama and Sakimitama, the soul of fraternity and the soul of love. And then Amano Minakanushi got the body, three elements, the body of fruit and the soft body and the rigid body. So in Shintoism, every material in the universe composed of these three elements, and each has its own mixing rate of the three elements. So this is a cosmology of Shintoism: three elements, 4 souls, and 8 forces. The three elements are combined with souls, 4 souls, and they made the 8 forces: motion and stillness, and agglomeration and diffusion, and tension and laxity, and fission and fusion. So 8 kinds of forces. And these three elements, 4 souls and 8 forces, was the trigger of creation and proliferation in the cosmos. So in Shintoism, every kind of things have its own souls. And the old prayer, Oharai no Kotoba, said that in the divine era, as well as animals or plants, even inorganic substances could have verbal competence: rocks, mountains, rivers, and the sea. So this is Miyazaki Hayao's Mononoke Hime. He tried to express the souls of trees like this nymph. So what is human being in Shintoism? Of course, human being is also composed of 3 elements and 4 souls. And by grace of Aramitama, people can take a decision and act bravely, and sometimes suffer through difficulty. And by grace of Kushimitama, people can get interested in something and learn from nature and neighbors and increase knowledge. And by grace of Nigi-Mitama, people can live in harmony with neighbors and conduct the affair of state politics. And by grace of Saki-Mitama, people can love their partner and children and families. But sometimes we lose the balance of four souls. Runaway of one among the four souls leads bad things. So Aramitama, the runaway of Aramitama leads to battle. Runaway of Kushimitama leads to derangement. And runaway of Nigimitama leads to enmity. And runaway with Sakimitama leads to rebellion. So how to prevent these umbrellas? In Shintoism, said that in the universe, only human being is given a spirit, which is divided from Amano Minakanshi, the first god. So only human beings has one spirit and four souls. The materials has just four souls, but only human beings have spirit, and that is divided from the Lord. So that is, the name is Naoki, and Naoki's function is reflection. And if we could keep the Naoki work well, then the balance of the four souls is maintained. And human being is also expected to maintain balance of the four souls in the nature. So, if we want to know our own mission, in Japanese, Kotoyozashi, from the Lord, we should pray for our own mind, and we should keep our Naoki function well. So, how can we keep it function well? By purification. So, keeping our body healthy and clean is very important in Shintoism. And Naoki and Amano Minakanushi, the Lord, are like mirrors set facing each other. And if you keep your body innocent, then you can catch the message from the Lord. So if we, this kind of mindset is in Japanese people, then how do they make robot culture? So the Berber competence was sealed by human-like god, Ninigi no Mikoto, who was the ancestor of the Japanese emperor family. But the paradise, everything can communicate each Berber with Berber competence. This kind of paradise image was resonant again and again in Japanese literature, waka or haiku, the poem, and of course in modern literature. Kenji Miyazawa is very important person to understand Shintoistic view. So, when Japanese people encounter speaking object, then they have a feeling of nostalgia, because the old mythology said that we could have verbal communication with all things in the world. So now the high technology, the newest technology, break the seal. So they accept the speaking object like robot. So maybe we may construct a techno-animistic world to the semblance of the situation in ancient times. So this is Society 5.0. You can find this image in Cabinet Office, homepage of Cabinet Office in Japan. Transform our body with robotic technology. anticipatory attitude, Japanese will refuse to substitute robotic body for natural body. Why? The body is a kind of shrine to enshrine our own spirit. Now, so we should always keep it cleansed and purified to make the spirit go well. So, for example, this is HAL. This is the escape robot and to support the ALS patients. And this technology is non-invasive. This is very important. They don't use brain-machine interface. Maybe subconsciously, the Professor Sankai, he knows that non-invasive is more acceptable for Japanese people. Okay. So, at last, but maybe for roboticians, Japan is the best place to develop robotics because most of citizens don't have fear for speaking object. But psychomorphism have a dark side. So this is Fukushima nuclear disaster. Before the accident, the elite engineers said that the technology of nuclear power plant is 100% safe. So we don't need any more measure for safety. But after the accident, they said that was beyond the scope of assumption. And they avoid their responsibility. So this attitude is like I'll say, the people encounters the natural disaster, like eruption of volcano. So if they try to do best, but accident happened, then they think that the nuclear plant wants to go out of control. So their brain is freeze. This kind of mindset is very difficult, not good. And in a distant future, maybe they say again beyond the scope of assumption when the robots will make rebellion. So they are not good at imagining worst. Why? Thinking the worst is impurification of their mind. So if they want a good robot, they don't think bad things. This is a mindset of Japanese. Okay, so let's sum up my talk. Question one, why Japanese don't fear robots? Because they dwell in the framework of Shintoism and they believe subconsciously that every material has its own mind. And people who can believe even stones and mountains have mind easily believe that human-like robots have mind without any fear. And they have old mythologian Kojiki, and which said that in old divine era, human beings could have verbal communication with things such as stones, mountains, rivers, plants, and animals. This original image of coexistence and co-prosperity makes robots comfortable for Japanese. That is why we find feeling of nostalgia when we meet speaking objects in our life work. Question two, to what extent will Japanese accept robot technology in healthcare? By grace of Shintoism, Japanese would not have much uncomfortable feeling to accept robots as pets, friends, or partners. But they will hesitate very much to use robot technology for transforming their own body. The reason is that they should purify their own body to enshrine their spirit. derived from the law. So keeping our body healthy and purified is necessary to make our spirit function well. The essence of Shintoism is to have a dialogue with our own spirit and accept vision from the Lord. So if they accept mechanical parts in their body, then they accumulate impurity and let their spirit weaken, and which leading to the emperor. The Japanese will have very conservative attitude against transhumanism. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. He is a professor of Mathematics, University of Ljubljana, Philosophy Department. He is a member of the UNESCO World Commission on Scientific Mathematics and Technology, CONEST, and a coordinator of the CONEST Working Group on Robotics Ethics. Currently, he is involved in drafting robotics in the intercultural area, elaborating shared criteria in the global expectation. He will refer to the report of CONEST on robotics ethics issued in September 2017, offering a raft of statistics to develop global bioethics, including Catholic ethics.
Thank you for your efforts in submission. So, allow me to give you a short background of the UNESCO CONEST work on roboethics. As you of course know, the UNESCO is the United Nations Organization for Education, Science and Culture. And UNESCO is now for some time set itself to go to be the leading UN agency concerning the ethics and ethical education. This is probably so because UNESCO recognizes absolute centrality of ethics for universal and humanistic conceptions of science, technology, and culture. And also, there is this mission of UNESCO devoted to peace. Maybe you know the famous words of UNESCO preamble that says, "Since the wars begin in the minds of men and women, it is in the minds of men and women that the defenses for peace must be constructed." What connection does it have with the robots? Well, accidentally, it was the concerns about the development of automatization in an area of military robotics and drones. That was the first push to initiate the CONEST project to work on roboethics. CONEST, if I may shed a light on this, CONEST is one of the UNESCO ethical bodies, and is the short for the World Commission for Ethics of Science and Technology. And this is the independent expert advisory body to the Director General of UNESCO and to the member states. And this report, as the speaker said, was drafted and accepted in 2007. And the primary goal of this report was to provide to member states with the idea and the idea of the general orientation on ethical issues in contemporary robotics, and also to give some advice on recommendations and the general line of roboethics in the UNESCO spirit. And this UNESCO spirit is, of course, the spirit that relies on the values of human rights, on the gender equality, on cultural diversity, sustainable development, fair and equal development across the whole planet. Well, it is also a possibility for this UNESCO ethical reports to go further. It is a possibility that they can be picked up by member states if they decide to. They can go on with the regulatory instruments in the context of United Nations and UNESCO system, and it has happened before. We all, of course, because of the work of UNESCO's bioethical committee. The work of COMES was the basis recently for the UNESCO Declaration on Ethics of Climate Change. Well, the robo ethics hasn't got that far, but it is possible that the follow-up to this report, the ethics of AI, will be picked up by states in some form or another of international soft law. Okay, so because we're all already very tired, and my brain is only biochemical, I will try to be very short. I really like this little icon that we encounter almost every day on the internet. It's irony, how blurred the lines between robotic and human functions and tasks sometimes are. Anyway, so I will just draw your attention to the most general structure of the COMES roboethics report. So we kind of try to identify ethically most relevant features of contemporary robots. This mobility, interactivity, communication, autonomy, those are not the only features of the robots, but they somehow seem to have the most of the ethical relevance today. And the cross-cutting all these issues is a question of artificial intelligence and machine learning. What is important, what we identified as a very important concept is that we can somehow maybe discern the concept of deterministic and cognitive robots. Because the robots today can fall generally in these two categories. On the one side, there are the deterministic robots that are programmed to follow their own program and so on, and on the other hand, cognitive robots that are less clear what kind of instructions they follow. Of course, artificial intelligence is crucial for the robot autonomy because it enables robots to perform complex tasks in changing and unstructured environments, like driving a car, for example. But on the other hand, we can perhaps say that these robots can have a behavior that is to a certain extent stochastic. So, next, we follow we try to identify the points where the robots are most urgently included in a human society today, and the areas where most of the ethical considerations could arise. we already heard a lot of this in this excellent conference in last 2 days. So I will just a couple of remarks. For example, robots in industry, and of course the usage of robots in the industry is by far the largest usage of robots today. We heard already about the question of jobs, and these are serious questions and so on. But one thing that we also noticed in our research was that perhaps less pronounced in existing ethical reports is that we should also consider that today the humans are working in many industrial environments side by side with robots. The robots change the working conditions in many new ways. And people will need now to develop new working skills, new safety measures, new working schedules, new education to be able to work safely and confidently alongside robots. Of course, the question of jobs is also very relevant. Another perhaps specific characteristic of UNESCO report is that we put a lot of emphasis on military robotic systems, drones, automatic weapons, and so on. It's a bit of methodological issue. Maybe can we cover the question of drones the same with the robots? But we decided that this is a really urgent question, and that it has to be addressed. There are concerns whether the international humanitarian law framework is applicable to these new technologies and the situations of armed conflict where the new military robotic systems are important. Well, maybe I should just mention the area of the area of household or there are many new possibilities of interaction between robots and humans. For example, one very interesting subcategory here is companion robots in the realm of sexuality. Because we know that the robots are increasingly used as a sexual toys, and this opens a whole lot of questions about our values of love and intimacy, and also the questions of legal regulation of robots used in this way. The area of education is, of course, extremely important for UNESCO because educational robots can be extremely important learning tool for children. On the other hand, there are concerns that in certain conditions they can replace the teacher in a way that's not good. Another area that we tackled was the questions of ethical and legal regulations. We did a comprehensive analysis of existing ethical codes and legal regulations. And just to sum up, these four dilemmas of regulation can show the problems that today's regulation of robotics can face. The dilemma of keeping up with this rapid technological advances, the dilemma of striking the balance between stimulating innovation on the one hand and protecting human fundamental values and rights on the other hand. The dilemma between affirming existing social norms or nudging somehow these norms in the new and different directions. The balancing between effectiveness and legitimacy. So these are typical, these four dilemmas describe the typical situation that today's regulators face. And the situation on which the ethical analysis must also give us some answers. Ethical analysis, we could broadly categorize the ethical challenges in these three categories: agency or agency in quotation marks. We already know why and the value frameworks. Of course, the questions of responsibility tackle this diversity of responsibility today in today's techno environment. Typically, there is this shared responsibility. We talk about shared responsibility between robot designers, engineers, programmers, manufacturers, investors, sellers, users, and we don't really have the proper tools how this distribution of responsibilities should go on in a responsible manner. On the other hand, we have the questions of agency or agency in quotation marks. Of course, I completely agree with what was already said in our discussions before. There are very clear differences between human agency and robotic agency. But on the other hand, the robots really change human practices, and they change how the quality of human-robot relationship can guide the design, implementation, and the use of robots. Without going into the question of moral status of the robots or machine ethics, we have to tackle the question of agency of these machines or agency in quotation marks, because we live in the area of increased automatization of all the processes, driving, for example, and it's really the most urgent ethical question that emerges: do we have to draw the line? Do we have to draw the line where we don't give up our human agency to the agency in quotation mark that happens in the automation processes? Of course, for the utilitarian ethical universalism, the answer is relatively simple. If it is efficient and good after the final calculation, then we should give up our agency and delegate the agency. But there are other considerations on the table. Is there an area where we really don't want to give up our human agency processes? Okay, we need to consider the degree of autonomy that can reasonably left to the machine and where the meaningful human control will be made. I will would say this is perhaps the crucial ethical questions in this report. And we discussed this a lot with the engineers that collaborate in our group, and really see this situation in their daily work. So the final part of the report gives some recommendations, and for example, there is a recommendation that state agents should develop further the code of ethics for robotics and roboticists. That they should always be developed and implemented, released, and updated. And they should do this in multidisciplinary way. It's really important for this to be a multidisciplinary project, not just limited in the circle of lawyers or engineers. Ethics also needs to be part of the design process of robotic technologies. We can use the concept of value sensitive approach, value sensitive design approach. The design of the machine that is sensitive to the moral values, and somehow embed the moral values into the design of the machines. But this is also one of the important recommendations, I think, in the new view. If you read it, it's actually a precautionary principle reformulated a bit for the robotic for the field of robotics. So the new robotic technologies should be perhaps in certain conditions introduced in a small scale, well-monitored settings, and then the implications of these technologies on human practices, experiences, and so on should be studied, and then after that they should be used to provide a sensitive design of public discussions about the implications of robotic technologies is extremely important. The roboethics should come out of the conference room of experts. It should go into the public, into the schools, into a forum, and so on. This is extremely important in this time of the new fourth industrial revolution. People have to develop a critical attitude and knowledge about technologies to be able to collaborate in the democratic process that perhaps construct regulations. Sorry, my biochemical brain. Another set of recommendations is deals with the implication of robotics on the jobs, and well, I won't go further into this. I would just like to remark that I really like Professor Opio's observation in the morning about the question of ownership of robotics. Because unfortunately, the question of ownership usually falls out of the scope of the ethical discourses. On the other hand, the economic discourses don't deal with the questions of ownership in the way that ethics would like to see it. So the question of ownership, if you want the robots as the means of production, is really important issue, and I'm not sure if it is really tasked for the ethics, but it is definitely tasked for the public discussion and for democratic for the democratic inclusion. Okay, so the last set of our recommendations deals with the military and paramilitary aspects of new automatic technologies of optimization. For example, the use of drones raises a lot of ethical and legal questions, and there is a strong. We identified a strong moral principle against using an armed robot in killing another human being. Either in the declared armed conflict or in the counter-insurgency operations. This is becoming more and more normal type of warfare, but in particular, we reform it that the states should reconsider this practice. Autonomous weapons, even further on, it's ethically unacceptable, and we argue that human control over weapon systems and the use of force must be retained. Considering the potential speed of development of autonomous weapons, there is really an urgent need, and also the International Committee of Red Cross has urged the same. It is really an urgent need to determine the kind and degree of human control over the operation of weapon systems. So we could, these new weapons could at least, as much as it is possible, comply with legal obligations for war and satisfy basic ethical and societal considerations. Of course, it is really a sensitive issue to speak about ethics in war, but it's a border issue, and we should burn our blind eye to that. Also, it is important that states should draw policies on the use of drones in surveillance, policing, and other non-military contexts. Drones are everywhere. They're invading our privacy. They're exposing us to situations that were unthinkable not so many years ago. And again, also the private use of these new machines should be regulated with much more care. The areas of operation should be strict control for safety, privacy, and legal reasons. You all remember how recently the drones stopped the air traffic at the big airport in the UK. So, well, the UNESCO report could be read on this address, and when our friends start to work better after a couple of days, you could use the Google robot and type UNESCO policy reports, and you will find it there. We got at least some idea how this organization tackled the problem, and there is also follow up to this. We already finished the report on AI ethics, which will be published in a couple of months. And the next step for these endeavors is the Internet of Things. we need to tackle this trinity, internet things, big data, artificial intelligence, and all these things that are connected work as sensors. They gather a large quantities of data. This data is accumulating in the clouds as big data. It didn't have much sense a couple of years ago, but now with AI and machine learning technologies, they can read it, they can make sense out of it. Now we have this triangle that opens a lot of new ethical questions and challenges for ethicists.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you both speakers, Dr. Honda, Dr. Davis and Glenn, for their wonderful contributions. We have collected the questions. The questions will be discussed more by the academic session. It is now my pleasure and privilege to introduce Monsignor Pivararo for his closing comments.
Solo la conclusione e il ringraziamento di un workshop intenso, penso anche interessante, che spero ci abbia aiutato a capire e a riflettere su un tema così complesso, così grande, che riprenderemo anche l'anno prossimo nella prossima assemblea e workshop dell'Accademia, con i termini che adesso già ricordava l'ultimo relatore dell'intelligenza artificiale, del thing internet e tutte queste problematiche. E desidero soprattutto ringraziare i moderatori, specialmente i relatori, per la ricchezza dei loro contributi, e tutto questo sarà anche raccolto negli atti che verranno pubblicati, spero abbastanza presto. Vi prego di seguire sul sito dell'Accademia anche ulteriori informazioni e eventualmente anche del materiale che metteremo a disposizione frutto di questo workshop. Ringrazio anche tutto lo staff dell'Accademia che ha lavorato molto per preparare questo convegno. Tutto il supporto che è stato dato anche dai giovani che hanno assistito la sala e che hanno garantito il buon funzionamento umano anche dei problemi tecnologici che segnano la nostra convivenza. Ringraziamo e anche applaudiamo al servizio di traduzione di tradurre in maniera qualificata e veloce tematiche anche così complesse e articolate. Ringraziamo tutti voi per la vostra partecipazione così numerosa e così intensa, anche con la quantità di domande che sono state poste. Tutto questo è interessante per continuare a lavorare insieme su queste tematiche. Buona serata, buon rientro a casa e
Sì, Thank you.